han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor.
Welcome, mi gente, to another episode of El Latino Rudio. Latin Noise. I'm your host, Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and you know who this is. But
this is your girl, Evie. How are you guys?
What's going on, people?
Latin Noise.
The noise of the Latin.
Exactly.
Los Latinos desordenados.
Ahí está. Espérate.
Punto.
Can I just say it one more time and then that's it, I'll stop.
Do it in a deep voice.
Mira,
Do it in a man
espérate.
voice.
And just because I love Maripili en la Casa de los Famosos, for everybody who watching Telemundo right now, listen, we are los huracanes del internet, categoría 7. We are destruyendo todo, ¿viste?
Moving on. So, did you hear what happened yesterday? What's up, Evie?
How you doing? What's
Chilling. Nice and warm today. It was funny.
I know.
Today's a good day.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
you know
Let's
how
hope.
it is.
Let's hope nobody dies.
It's bipolar month, and you know, happy May.
Yes, we're
You know?
we're in May, and
let the
April showers hopefully bring May flowers because we had a lot of rain in April.
a lot of blossoming of good things and a lot of allergies.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
You suffering from allergies?
Yes, I do.
I outgrew them.
Oh my
Once
God.
you hit your 50s, I guess they just go out the window.
Oh, I have a long time to go.
No,
You know,
you
I'm
get
still
new,
young.
You get new ailments.
I'm still young. I know.
You're not young. You're like 2 years away from like 60. She like bypassed the 50s. She went from 48 to 50 to 61. Now next year she gets the Social Security.
Can you believe? No, Joe.
Ella brincó.
No.
You know how women are. They do whatever they want. And they'll get away with it.
But hey, let the 4th be with you. You know, May 4th. I hope everybody had a great Let the 4th be with you, you know. Star Wars. Since you came back from the eclipse, I just wanted to say that to you. Yeah. You never heard of that term?
So
Has anybody heard of that
in the
term?
news, I don't watch. I never watched Star Wars.
No, you never did?
What?
Oh my God.
Nunca me llamó la atención. Nunca.
Oh, well,
you know what's funny?
Let the 4th be with you guys,
the
whoever
Star Wars,
enjoyed it.
When the Star Wars came out,
Yeah.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind came out. So I gravitated to that.
Oh, remember the song?
Don't know what. And then the middle finger.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I hate when that happens.
Mira,
It's a family show. But I know kids who do that at birth. You see those pictures of those memes of those kids?
I know, with the kids. They are great. You know, that's
Anyway.
the generation. But listen.
How was your weekend?
It was great. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you had a wonderful Cinco de Mayo this past weekend. What did you do? Because I did a lot of things. And guys, go to the Latino Ruido website,
Yo no hago nada.
the page here.
I don't do anything.
What you mean you didn't do it?
I don't do anything. I'm an old man.
Really?
Wait till you hit your 50s.
Oh, no, I think I'm still going to be young.
No,
at
you're
heart.
doing all your partying now, but you're going to pay
It's
for
not
it.
partying.
Esto la va a pagar.
It's not partying. I think I
Look
just,
for her on TikTok para que tú veas.
No, it's not partying. I think it's like,
Hanging out, chilling.
You're
I know.
hanging out with your
I
friends,
know. No, but the good thing is you don't hang out with just anybody.
I don't.
All your TikToks I see is the same, is
the
your
same.
same criminal element. Shirley's one of them.
Yes, she is.
She's your partner in crime.
She's my partner in crime. But we have fun. We go out to eat because, I love to talk about
Eating
food
and what else?
Eating. And we do have margaritas. So it was Cinco de Mayo. We had a great time. We went out and had some margaritas. And we enjoyed.
And chileando.
Just chilling, But just a quick, before I start, continue with the Cinco de Mayo, I just want to wish a happy birthday to my son, Elisha. He's turning 16.
Happy birthday.
Shout out, just a quick shout out, please. Show him some love.
Oh, he's 16. Working papers,
He's
Papa. Get a
16.
job. Help mom out.
Listen, I already did all that,
You can put him to work in for summer youth.
No, he is. He's already signed up.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't play.
He's going to have fun.
He
And
is.
now the summer youth has
He
opened
is.
up to a lot more different things now.
Right,
You can
then
work in offices instead of just doing day camp, like I did day camp.
Right.
And it was the best time of my life.
Oh.
My God, we had some fun.
It's fun, though.
They
I
called
know
me
the kids are
Kool-Aid when
kinda
I was there.
like-
They used to always carry a thing of Kool-Aid.
Oh.
Yeah, they used to call me Kool-Aid.
I know the kids kids can be difficult sometimes. But
you know
it's
something?
a good experience.
I got lucky because I took care of kids from the 80s.
It's true.
In the 80s, what was that? I was like, I was 17 or 18.
Oh, my
And I was
goodness.
taking care of these kids, so they were in that era, so they weren't too bad. Some of them
Yeah.
eran travieso and stuff like that, but it's easy to straighten them out. You just talk to them, not yelling at them, but sternly. Y ellos, most of the time, they listened because they knew I was going to tell the parents. And
Mira.
back then, it wasn't against a lot of.
I
Toot
know,
them
but
up
that
a
was
little
back,
bit,
those are the changes, in our community, especially in Latino communities. A lot of things have changed,
Well,
Pero-
it's funny. Laws that were created as far as disciplinary for kids and stuff like that, were made by people who mostly didn't have any children.
It's true.
Imagínate,
Interesting.
these people didn't have any children,
It's
and
true.
yet they're making laws about it, just like with abortion.
It's true. Oh, that's
Making laws about what women should do with their bodies and their men. So,
Hey,
¿qué se va a hacer? Hey,
Listen.
listen, you know what? At least they're consistent.
es verdad.
What are you gonna do?
Es
But
verdad,
yeah,
listen.
with the kids, I could understand some of the laws because some of the parents can go overboard.
Right.
And can border on some serious abuse. My mother used to bust us up, bro. Mira, if the mothers that were in my era growing up and stuff like that, and if there was laws against that, they would all be still in jail.
Oh my God!
They'd also
I know
be in
that if you misbehave, they put you in the corner with rice on the floor and bend down.
We never had that,
And
thank
bend-
God.
Oh, they used to do that.
We used to
De
kneel on the floor.
chancleta, de
But we were poor.
correa.
We were poor. We couldn't have. We couldn't waste rice on the floor.
It's
So-
true. It's true. Or pepitas, or little pepitas or whatever.
No, we never. My mother never did it to us,
But,
but we used to get beat up. But you know something? Not saying that the beatings or the discipline that she gave us made us the men that we are, but honestly, basically did.
It did.
It
It
did.
did. It did. That would be a good. You know what? Next show we're gonna talk about that more
Okay.
in depth about that because it's interesting about just the way kids were raised back then compared to now. So
Because now-
stay tuned next week.
Yeah. All right, let's
Yeah.
move along. What you
But
got?
listen, Cinco de Mayo, I just wanted to share this information. Since this weekend, I went hang out a little bit, enjoy my little margaritas and arriba, ándale, you know what I mean? But, listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening to you. Arriba.
Arriba. Pero no, listen.
Vatos Locos Forever.
Vato-
No.
Yes.
I have to
Oh,
see
my
it.
God.
One of my favorite movies.
I know. Oh, my God.
Blood in, blood out.
That was a great
That's
movie.
gas and
That was
nuts.
a great movie. But history, Cinco de Mayo is known as the Battle of Puebla Day. And it celebrates the Mexican army victory over France at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862. So that's why we celebrate the Cinco de Mayo. But
You were there,
in
right?
reality, I was there. I was there.
With the margaritas.
With my
Her and Shirley.
mind boggling. I was there at that time. And the funny thing is that it's not a day that is celebrated in Mexico.
No.
It was celebrated here in the United States. And but déjame decirte el bochinche. Look what happened.
Uh-oh.
right?
Bochinche.
Yeah, bochinche. Let me tell you. So look what happened. So
It's like if
So,
she was there talking
you know-
about it.
so you know what? During the Civil War in the United States, in America, in the United
The
States.
United States?
In the United States. Well, tú sabes que Napoleon III wanted to come over.
Napoleón el tercero.
El tercero, no el uno ni el dos, el tercero. They wanted to come and conquer Mexico, right? Because Juanito Juárez was the governor, well, the president, not the governor, but the president
Ese
of
fue el
Mexico.
hijo de Doña Menche.
De Don Menche, eso
Oh, okay.
mismo. Pero, guess what? So, he knew that Lincoln was so busy with the Civil War happening and stuff like that. And there was a lot of Mexicans populated in California, Oregon, and San Francisco. All
Texas.
That area. Dallas and all that stuff, But, so he wanted to come. He was like, oh, you know what? I know Lincoln is busy. Let me go and I want to conquer Mexico because he wanted Maximilian, the Emperor of Austria, to take over and be the Emperor of Mexico. You see this strategy? You see the strategy that we're having? So they decided, well, you know what? Let's go and invade Mexico. But guess what? They went to Mexico and all the Mexicans, they were like, we're not having that, papito. You ain't coming over here to take over. And they fought. And they won. They won. So that was a big accomplishment. So Hispanic Latinos in the United States, when they find out about it, it was like, oh my God, I'm so proud. Oh my God. And they decided to celebrate that day. So it's been part of American culture,
See,
you know. But es un bochinche bien grande, déjame decirte. Qué bochinche. But you tell them that back history is something, something else.
You know what's funny?
Let me tell you.
A lot of people with holidays and stuff, they'll celebrate the holidays and they'll just celebrate the celebrations of it and not know the meaning of the holiday.
Exactly.
So they'll know the meaning of this holiday, which isn't even a Mexican holiday, but you contributed to the Mexicans that are here, the Mexican Americans.
Yeah.
And it equates to part of their history and culture in Puebla.
And they were so proud because it's like, oh my God, our country. They fought, they did their thing. You know what I mean? They were so happy that when, and I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but it was
No, it's your segment.
No, but the story was so rich in just history because a lot of people don't know that, that region, Nevada, California, Oregon, Texas, it was a lot of Latinos living there, especially Mexicans. And they had their own newspapers.
Yeah.
So they would document, regular stuff,
But look at all those,
restaurants,
all those states.
Food and birth
Colorado.
and death.
Colorado is Colorado.
Exacto.
Arizona.
So
Nuevo Mexico. That was all Mexico.
Yeah. So then these newspapers that were ran by Latinos, they were, talking about the regular Latino life, slavery, things that were going on. El bochinche lo que estaba pasando during that time. And for Latinos here in the United States to hear that this big accomplishment happened in their country, it was a big thing.
Yeah.
It was a big thing. And not only did they were so proud of their Mexican heritage and their Mexican people, they also fought along with Lincoln and during the Civil War.
There were a lot of Mexicans. There were a lot of Mexicans.
And a lot of people don't know that.
In that war.
To fight the Confederates. So this country wouldn't be like that.
We did a show before you came on. Mm-hmm. We did a show about wartime. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the Mexicans date back to like World War I. The Civil War that they fought alongside the Americans.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I was so impressed and proud for my Latinos because even though that, I'm not Mexican, but I'm very proud of my Latinos. And to learn the history about Cinco de Mayo and just how hard they worked and how proud they were, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So right. I got a little excited. I got a little excited when I was reading this.
Well, don't get too excited. Because then me empecé a pellizcarme. Well, we're going to take a little break. Mira. We'll be right back after these messages.
Arriba, arriba.
Audio Jungle.
Hola, mi gente, and we're back. Oh my God, what was that a smile from Johnny?
No, I thought she was going to say a cheeseburger
Johnny.
smile.
No, that's a Kool-Aid smile.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Oh, yeah. No, that's why when he would come into the room, that's why he would say, oh, yeah.
No, he didn't come into the room, he broke through the wall.
Oh, yeah, he broke through the wall. I like Kool-Aid. I do. Remember putting like half a gallon of the sugar and all that stuff, and
yeah, but you mix yours with tequila, I know.
And mix it with tequila.
Talking about tequila.
Tequila. Tequila.
That's a nice segue into tequila.
You know that because I love margaritas. Everybody knows. But did you know
Hysterically? And you haven't even drank yet.
And I haven't even drank yet. But historically, not all people from Mexico could drink tequila because it was considered the nectar of gods. Shh, the gods. Only priests could consume it. Can you believe that?
That was the Mexican blood of Jesus?
Yeah, that was, listen, Jesus came down and turned the rivers into tequila. And it was just considered, it was only, like the nectar of God. Can you believe that?
You just like saying it, didn't you?
I like that nectar of God. But, we should.
Much to get her excited.
Charles, let's make a Latino Rudio shirt that says, he's going to say, Latino Rudio is the nectar of God.
Bro, we're not going to be able to fit Latino Rudio on it with all the things.
I know.
Mind-boggling, El
Huracán, de los
Category
internet.
30.
30, arrasando.
All right, give us your history of tequila.
But listen, that's the history, more or less, of the history of tequila, pero las margaritas. Who invented the margaritas? Because, I went into that. Well, listen.
Because you drink so much of it.
Many claims they invented the tequila, especially a guy named Carlos Dani Herrera from Tijuana.
Okay, he's Mexican, so they could have...
In 1938, he said that he was inspired by an inspiring actress that came into his restaurant, and he just put something together because she was allergic to most liquor, like hard liquor. So he says, tequila is very smooth. I'm gonna make this drink for her. So he claims that he was the inventor of margaritas. Pero, check that out, el bochinche. There was a lady named Margarita Sames. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly.
What is it? S-A-E-N-Z?
No, S-A-M-E-S. I'm sorry.
Sames.
English,
Lo mismo.
English is not my first language.
Lo mismo.
Lo mismo. But she said, she was a wealthy Dallas socialite. She had a house in Acapulco. She invited her friends over, and she was like, listen, I'm gonna put something together. Let's just mingle here and stuff like that. And she put this drink together, mostly citrus lime, and she put tequila, put some salt in it, and everybody fell in love with it. And one of the guests in her household during that time was, his name was Tommy Hilton. Can you believe that? Tommy Hilton.
Tommy Hilton or Tommy Hilfiger?
No, Tommy Hilton. And he's one of the founders of the Hilton Hotels.
Okay.
Chain. So he decided, he was like, oh my God, this is a great invention. Oh my God, this is the great drink. So he decided to begin serving this drink in his hotel chain. Isn't that funny?
But you know what? I Googled it real quick here.
No, Google it.
I don't know. This is just the first one that came up to. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Francisco Pancho Morales.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, says he created the margarita in the summer of 1942 whilst working in a bar called Tommy's Place on Juarez Avenue in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, after a lady came in and said, let me have a magnolia on the 4th of July, 1942.
Mira eso.
Dun, dun, dun.
Pero, these are stories that these are people that claim that they invented it and stuff
you know
like
what? It's
that.
Funny.
So, I don't know.
You know who invented it?
Who?
The first person who got the patent for it. That's the only one that can claim it.
It's true.
Legally, at least.
Espérate, déjame decirte que, who invented the first machine to make frozen margaritas in 1971 was Dallas restaurant owner named Mariano Martinez. Por lo menos, and that's official. Pero la margarita, we don't know who invented it.
Well,
Pero
Pancho says he did. So
maybe fue Pancho, yo no sé, Pancho.
It could be el hijo de Pancho Villa.
Who knows? Ay, dun, 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 dun. Qué bochinche. Oh my God. We're gonna find out, and we'll get back to you.
Yes, the margarita expert over here, Evie, is gonna find out.
I see.
No matter how many margaritas she has to drink, she's gonna find out the truth.
And then you could compliment with the greatest side dish: mole, tacos, carnitas. Oh my God, it's so
Looks like
delicious.
we may not be seeing Evie. She might be coming in through satellite from Mexico.
Pozole, you can, oh my God, y la horchata, you can spike it up a little bit with some tequila in there too, horchata, for our Mexican
You're going to be our resident
friends.
bartender.
I know. Charles,
Not because you know bartending, because you know drinking.
Put it in the budget for the Latino Ruido.
We're
gonna have a time here.
No, just get a second job.
I already have a second job.
Get a third job.
I'm going to get a third job.
To support your habits.
But I just wanted to share
She's a functioning drunk, okay?
Yeah.
She gets up in the morning and goes to work. Sometimes she doesn't know how she gets there, but she gets there.
I'll get there.
She takes the number 6, sometime uptown, until she figures it out. But most of the time, she goes downtown.
Viste. And, Pero,
Okay, let's move on.
Anyway, let's move on. Thank you. I just wanted to share that.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
On the Latin Noise.
Latin Noise.
Okay, we have a child prodigy. She's an 11-year-old girl named Adara Maite Perez Sanchez.
Wepa, that's a true Latino. That's a true Latino name.
A Mexican child prodigy who has been found to have a higher intelligence quotient than the renowned physicist Albert Einstein.
Wow. Yeah.
The 11-year-old is currently getting her master's degree in Mexico City. She has autism and Asperger's syndrome, which is another variant of autism. You guys can look that up. Aspergers syndrome. And despite her diagnosis, she boasts an IQ of 162.
Ay, Dios mío. That is amazing.
11 years old.
That is amazing.
She also has 2 degrees in systems and industrial engineering.
Wepa.
And her biggest dream is to work for NASA.
Mira para allá.
There we
that
go.
Could be another Latino in NASA.
The first autistic Asperger syndrome astronaut.
Mira para allá.
There we go.
Blessings. That is so.
Yeah.
I wonder what you think that she was having, like eating good Mexican food and.
No, I mean, it's weird.
Because if no, yo voy a comer también, so I could be smart like that. Because,
no.
It's too late for me.
Too many brain cells died with those margaritas.
Aww.
Yeah. There's no saving them. We tried the paddles and clear and all that. No, it didn't work.
That is amazing.
No, the ones that she has left is the ones that gets her up to go to work.
Ay, Dios mío.
And come to the show.
And come to the show. But that is amazing.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful, beautiful story.
Yeah, she finished elementary school at age 5.
Ay, Dios mío. What we were doing at age 5?
Getting asses whipped by our parents.
Probably.
For doing dumb stuff.
Exactly.
That there is no evidence for.
No evidence.
And immediately after, she did 4 years of high school. Years later, at 11 years old.
Wow.
She enrolled at Mexico's National Polytechnic Institute at Zacatenco at the Zacatenco campus. Although the U.S. University of Arizona President Robin Rollins invited her to study to study and enroll in the one in the United States, she stayed in Mexico. She decided to stay in Mexico. She wanted to make people proud and
sometimes
stuff like that.
You have to stay behind and help your own country. Who knows what she's going to become?
Yeah. And she has medical complications.
Yeah.
As we stated earlier, she was diagnosed with autism when she was 3 years old. Unfortunately, as a toddler, she experienced being bullied from other students. She kept on going despite her former classmates. She graduated from high school 12 years early.
Oh, look at that.
You know what that is? But you know what? If you look at it, I mean, they have problems también because you're a high school graduate and you're 12 years old. You don't have peers.
You don't, and I think the mentality
maybe academically peers, but no peers your age.
Right.
You're not growing up. You already grew up. You're 12 years old and you graduated high school.
And sometimes the mentality, you can connect with certain kids because they are at a different state in their life.
Yeah.
Even though you're still under the same, in the same grades, but still.
Yeah. And here, her mother says that she suffered a seizure when she was 7 years old and went into a coma for 3 days.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. After recovering, the girl saw pictures of Stephen Hawking, the guy from the wheelchair.
Yes.
The guy that's always on Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
And at her doctor's office, and inspiring her to pursue a career in engineering and space exploration.
Mira para allá.
So she saw it. So I guess that's where the autistic aspect of it comes.
Right.
Because they see one thing and they focus on it, and they keep going to it. You can't divert them. Not all autistic people,
Right.
but that's what the autism that we see.
Wow. That's That's crazy. Incredible. Incredible.
After recovering, she wanted and they go, an ambassador of the Mexico Aerospace Fair.
Wow.
Perez was a panelist at the Mexico Aerospace Fair where she shared her experience while encouraging women to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, it's funny. She's a teenager, a child, 11 years, not even a teenager, 11 years old, and she's encouraging women
Look at that.
to pursue science and technology and mathematics.
That is amazing. That's incredible.
But you know, it's scary
That's
also.
incredible.
She must have been really scared because look how small she is and how young she is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure she still has that young mind, even though she's academically advanced and
Right.
I mean more advanced than most people. You know, and I'm sure it's got to be scary. She's got to go through some type of therapy, someone that basically to keep her on an even keel.
Right,
You know, that's just
right.
my opinion. Thinking about that, you know, because you when do they have time to be
Children.
their
Child.
age to grow
Yeah.
up, you know? That's why I guess a lot of these, especially child actors,
Mm-hmm.
they don't survive being adults because
That
they never
is
had a
true.
childhood. You know, and
That is true.
you know, and she aspires to discover more about Mars. She's also a fan of Carmen Felix, the Mexican engineer developing a plan to launch a mission to Mars.
Interesting. Look at that.
Yes.
You know,
Applause
there's
to you.
so many probabilities with her. Oh, I cannot imagine.
There's so many possibilities.
What she's gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
What she's gonna do?
It opens
You know?
it opens up and it goes and then going on to another spectrum. I looked up also like some questions that people had
Mm-hmm.
about. He goes, why do some child prodigies fail? You know, and it goes when they are complimented for their intelligence, they learn that failure equals stupidity.
Wow.
So it's like you have to be. I mean, we really can't imagine what they're feeling because one, we're not the prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
Two, we're not autistic.
Yep.
So we don't know. All we can do is probably maybe empathize
Mm-hmm.
and be sympathetic to it and try to learn about it, but we will never know it because we're not that.
Wow.
¿Tú me entiendes? You know, and it's sad because they have to deal with inner demons también, like everybody else does.
It's true.
So people say, oh,
It's true.
a child prodigy. They look at all the good stuff that's happening with this person, but what are they dealing with inside? What are they fighting inside? You know? So
I can just imagine.
that's another thing, you know, and you know, many experts believe that a child prodigy is someone who has professional skills before they reach the age of 10.
Wow,
And that,
that's
you know, that only
amazing.
happens to about 1 in every 5 or 10 million people.
That's crazy. Wow.
And there are prodigies all over.
Mm-hmm.
You got musical prodigies. Mozart was a child prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of he was playing the harpsichord at 4 years old,
Mira para allá.
and that's a serious instrument
Ay,
because they're
Dios
not lettered. These the strings are not lettered. You just learn how to play because he saw it on his head or saw somebody
Wow.
doing it and went from there.
That is
Remind me of
crazy.
Rain Man, the movie.
Oh my God, ¿verdad?
Love that movie.
Mira, if I wanna reach out to any of our audience out there. If you're a child prodigy, give us a call here in Latino Rudio. We would love you to be here in our show. We could interview. Let's talk about Mars and scientific stuff. I'm down with that.
That just opened me up to like, yo, a mother could be sitting with the child. You got the whole project. I'm prodigy. Este se quiere limpiar.
Listen, reach out
Este
to
ni
us,
se
send
quiere
us an
bañar,
email,
hijo
send
prodigy.
us a message, comment below. If you have, are you a child prodigy and you need to be,
It's funny.
exposed?
They usually know that at a young age, between 3 and 4 years old. Sometimes even earlier, they'll know they're a prodigy or not.
And they are
But you know what the thing
they
is?
are
Sometimes you
smart.
don't know what to see. If you don't know it, you can't help it.
It's true. They are so smart, but we would love to have you on the show. Let's talk about Mars. Let's talk about science. Let's talk about NASA. We're very smart here too.
I want to talk about cartoons.
Cartoons? You want to talk about cartoons?
Meep meep.
Maybe. Oh, the Roadrunner. I love him. He was always running. You know that?
That's
Let me
right.
tell you something real
Roadrunner?
quickly. You know the Roadrunner was a narcissistic bird because you know that he was a codependent narcissistic bird. He was always having issues and he was always running from his problems.
He's running from that freaking wolf.
I
He didn't want to get
know,
eaten.
but he could have approached the situation head on and discussed what is going on and what was his problem, but he never did. So he has problems.
He would have to have thought about it while he was resting inside the wolf's stomach.
He was a narcissistic,
No,
codependent
that wolf was trying to eat him.
individual.
He was trying to eat him. Run.
But he was always love bombing him.
We'll talk more about the Meep Meep and the Roadrunner in the next show. Anyway, moving on. What you got?
Listen, but before that, we're going on a break, and we'll be right back. Yeah. Bam, bam. Let's go. Run.
Bam, bam.
She's so fake. She's such a slut. You can see the layers on her face. Look at her chicken legs. Oh my god. How short is that skirt? I can't believe she'd even put that on. Is that her dress? It's not even on her hardly. It's not even covering her up. It's actually disgusting. Oh my god. How can she do her hair like that? I don't even know how this girl has friends. I saw her talking to Holden the other day. Who does she think she is? I bet she slept with the whole football team. She's not even pretty. She's gained so much weight. She looks like a cow. Such a good idea. Watch this. You're good. Oh my god, that's so funny. You gotta post that. I got an idea past this.
Welcome back, mi gente. We had a little argument off stage.
Yes.
Somebody was with. She said, "What was
The
it?
Roadrunner went
Meep meep. No, it's
No.
meep meep.
Beep, beep. I know.
No. It's meep meep
Meep, meep.
like
Meep,
that.
meep,
So
meep.
corrected. You
I
got the
just wanted
credit.
to- yeah. Roadrunner got
Roadrunner.
mad. He called
Okay.
us. He and the Latino Rudio. He was like, "Look, listen.
All right.
You better fix it."
Now going to you,
sorry.
Evie.
So guess
No te
what?
asustes.
Me asusté because mira, I like to go shopping. Do you shop online? Do you go shopping online on Amazon and
I got my own section.
Old Navy, Temu?
No. Only
Temu?
Amazon. No, Temu.
Let's
I ain't waiting for a month, and I forget what it was that I bought.
Shein. Who shop it? I shop
I
at
don't
Shein.
listen. I don't shop
like
with none of them.
Shein.
If they don't, you know what I look for?
What?
Temu products on Amazon.
Really?
Look it up. Because
Ooh,
what
wait
they
a minute, let me
they'll
put my
ship
glasses
stuff
on.
to Amazon. It'll be sold by Temu, but shipped by Amazon. So you get it in a couple of days.
Interesting. I'm
Not
gonna
in a
check
couple of
that
weeks.
out.
Always look. One. Yeah, prices will be a little higher, but you're gonna guarantee you're getting your stuff, and it's not gonna take forever where you're gonna forget what it was you bought. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because
It's true.
it's always important to look whenever you're doing shopping on. Well, I'm gonna say Amazon because that's the one I use
Oh,
primarily.
he's an Amazon guy.
And no, you look at it. Look at it. Who is being sold by and who is shipping it.
Interesting.
If it's sold by the manufacturer but shipped from Amazon, that means they have it in their warehouse.
right.
If it's sold by Joe Schmo and shipped by Joe Schmo, you may not get it.
Until like 6 months later.
Yeah, or they're going to use a different shipper.
right.
And a lot of them won't even take it to your apartment. They'll leave it in front of the building. Or trust me, in my building, there's 2 doors to get in. You got the door to the lobby, and then you got the door to get into
Right.
the
And they
actual
be
lobby.
leaving stuff. People be
And they leave
taking
it outside.
packages.
No, they leave it outside.
Oh,
in
my
between both
God.
of the doors. And
That is crazy.
you be sitting at your house waiting for it, and they don't even come up. They don't even bring your doorbell.
Ay, Dios mío.
So that's why I only deal with them because one,
my goodness.
Amazon only deals with 3 people.
Right.
Their own delivery people, USPS and UPS. They don't even use FedEx anymore.
Ay, Dios mío.
No, they don't use FedEx anymore. They got rid of that contract. Anyway, go
Wow,
ahead.
interesting. But you know what? Since I do online shopping, and I'm sure our audience do a lot of online shopping, but I came across this article about this Mexican guy. His name is Villarreal, and he was, hanging out at home, browsing the little websites, and he came across Cartier website. Cartier.
Well, it's really Cartier.
Cartier.
Pero
I
she
didn't
was
mess it
close.
up. I messed it up.
No. She was close.
Pero, he was just looking at the jewelry and stuff, and he came across this pair of earrings that online, it said that it was 14 pesos, which is 14 pesos, Mexican pesos. So he's like, what?
Like 15
he
cents?
was mind-boggling. Yeah, he was just like,
He was mind-boggled.
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 Past tense.
I messed up. Mind-boggled, not mind-boggled.
And he's like, wait a minute, 14 pesos? I'm getting 2 sets. So he bought it. But then a few weeks later, then Cartier noticed the error. So in between, communications and stuff like that. But what had happened was that information was entered incorrectly in the internet. And it was supposed to be 237,000 pesos, which is in US dollars, $14,000 for the earrings. So, they wanted their stuff back. They wanted the earrings back. And they said, listen, Villarreal, we'll work with you and we'll give you a great gift, for you
That's
to
worth
return.
14 pesos.
So he said, absolutely not.
No, it's yours.
It has nothing to do with me.
Nope.
I mean, it was not my error, and even the Mexican authorities agree with him. They agree with him. I mean, what you think about this? Have you ever gone through something like that when you order stuff like that? And
no,
man, because I would have bought 50 pairs. I'm gonna be honest. I would have bought what? 14
She would have been
pesos,
rich right now.
$14.
She would have been rich.
$14.
$14,000 a piece. You could have sold them for like $7,000 a piece
For
and
a
made big money.
$14,000 pair of earrings, diamond crusted. Oh, it was shiny. It was beautiful.
I've gone through that. And Charles was just telling us that about some stuff that he bought that was, the price was misquoted.
Yes.
For like a lot less, and he bought a couple of them, and then they fix it. They caught on to it. Same thing with me. I bought a cover for my tablet. Mm-hmm. It was like a funky looking green, white type thing. But it said $8. Mm-hmm. I said, let me see the other colors. I said, ooh, this nice purple one looks cool. It's like $35. $8.
Mira para allá.
I told my friends they bought a bunch of them and everything, and they like kind of figured it out. He's like, ooh, wait a minute. I went to look at it again on the buy again section.
That is crazy.
$38.
Look at that. That is crazy.
So they got some gems out there.
There's some, and if you come across that, listen, buy it. And in reality, by law, I mean, you have nothing to do with that error. That's their error, right?
Especially if it was already shipped and you have it. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Exactly.
You sold it to me for this price. You caught it afterwards. Hey, listen, that's what you got to bite it.
Y ya.
You got to bite that bullet.
Y ya.
I have the laws protecting me. You had this advertised price.
Mira para allá.
For however long after I ordered it and it was shipped to me, and I have received it already. So let's say in Mexico is not the most ready. You can get stuff the next day. Let's say you can't. So it'll take a couple of days.
Exactly.
But you had a couple of days to figure this thing out. So.
Yeah, and then, I know that
you messed up, Cartier.
I'm sorry. And then I think that they wanted to, get over Villarreal and be like, back and forth emails. Hi, how are you? How was your day? Listen, we will give you, a nice gift for your troubles. No.
Nope.
We have, he had nothing to do with that. So why give it back?
You know what I do? I would have wrote back to them. I said, let me give you a little piece of advice. Check your stuff before you do it.
Exactly.
Proofread it. Proofread it. Exactly.
Oh my God! You see, Charles, he would have sold that back. Yeah.
I'll keep one. And since it's $14,000, give me $10,000 for it.
Hey, not even.
You make a profit. I make a profit. Everybody's happy.
And everybody's happy. Hey, listen, dando y dando, pajarito volando.
But listen, if you were the owner of the company, also you try to get over to también and try to get it back. But
of
then
course.
At the end, when if the guy knows the law, then you can say, okay, we have to buy it. But you gotta try. I would try.
And he got very smart about it. He's researched.
Of course.
He was like, look, I'm gonna talk to a lawyer about this. I'm gonna find out what's going on. And he, the authorities gave him,
But it's funny. What could have really happened to him? Basically nothing.
Nothing.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. You already sent it to me. I paid my money in good faith. You advertised it in supposed good faith.
Exactly.
I got my product. You got your money. That's it.
And there's a confirmation about it. There's a confirmation. Because when you purchase something, you get a confirmation.
Oh, yeah,
You get all this So it was legit. It was on paper.
That's what happens también
it has
when
nothing
you
to
do
do with
automated stuff and you're not checking your own work.
Viste.
Me and Charles, we were talking about that earlier, about the AI stuff. Work goes unchecked, and you think it's done right because, I told AI to do it, or we have this automation stuff and everything, but let's check it out. Anything man-made can go wrong.
Of course, there's
If you don't have a proofreader,
always.
If you don't have a proofreader to check your work,
there's always a twitch or something that could go wrong.
Anything can happen, bro.
Anything could happen. You
can have a little brownout, and it'll just reset everything.
Se te va.
Yeah.
Se te va. Have you ever found money or jewelry and you never, you kept it?
Of course.
Because I've done.
What am I gonna do? Walk around the street and say, "Mira, this is yours."
Mira, this is yours.
Oh man, I was looking for that.
Anybody drop this thing
Está loco?
$100 bills?
One time, I remember.
Yeah, allegedly.
No. It has to be over. No. If it's 500 or less, you don't have to pay taxes.
But
anything 600 or more, you gotta pay tax.
Ooh, allegedly.
No, you're supposed to. No, that's the law. That's the law.
We don't want to pay taxes, like Charles said.
If you notice, on The Price is Right, you ever watch that show?
Yes.
Right. If you on Contestants Row and you guess the correct price, you get an extra $500.
Look at that.
They give you that in cash.
Oh my goodness!
Because the law is anything below $600 is not taxable.
Oh my God!
Anything over 600 you have to pay. So that's why.
That's taxable to the person that's giving it. Whatever they give you.
No.
Ooh.
No, you don't pay tax. No, it's not taxable. Anything under 600, because I checked it out.
We learn about taxes.
Because if you remember when you play the numbers,
right?
You win $500,
right?
If you get the number. Some people will say, "Give me $10 worth." No, give me 10 $1 tickets of the same number. So if that number comes out, you got 10 $1 tickets that are going to be $500 a piece. You go cash them in, and you don't have to send it in because when you cash it in at the retailer, they give you cash. You don't sign anything, no paperwork or anything.
Interesting.
Because that's why it's not taxed. Anything over $600, then it's taxed.
Oh my God! Wait, you should be
Johnny Google on the scene.
On the scene, he's gonna be a girl. Not the girl. Not the girl. No. But remember the New York lottery. No, the New York lottery. No, the New York lottery. Remember when?
Yolanda Vega.
So it's going to be Johnny Vega.
No, seriously.
He's going to come and he's going to be like this. This is how you do things.
I checked it out.
Let me see la bolita. ¿Qué bolita va a subir? Shh. La bolita la cosa.
Otra vez con las bolas.
Because Yolanda Vega used to have, remember. And the next number is 9. You know the bolita?
You're going to be on the next dating show. The single show.
Listen,
Charles, she's going to be your first contestant.
We're going to have the Latino dating show, the Latino Rudio dating show. And who wants to date me, they got to reach out to the show. Who wants to date Johnny, go on a date.
No, I don't do that.
We're going to go, and we're going to document each part of their dates.
No, you're going to. I don't do that.
I
don't go out.
You don't do that?
Nope.
Oh, excuse me. He's too... you gotta pay, I guess, to date him.
I am a recluse.
Oh my God. Bueno, that's another story.
Anything $500 and below, no tax.
Oh, look at that. Well, interesting. Now that we learned that,
and it also depends on where you live.
Oh, look at that.
Because if you live, like I said, you go to California and you go on the show and you live in New York, you don't pick up the car. If you in a car, you don't pick it up there.
Oh my goodness.
You pick it up where you live.
Oh wow.
Because you got to pay the taxes there of where you live.
Oh, wow.
Now, you live in Florida, you don't pay taxes because there's no tax in Florida.
Right.
Same thing in some states. Just like when in California, there was $110 million. It was $220 million.
Right.
Somebody wanted in California and another person wanted in Florida. The person in Florida stays with a whole lot more money because it's not taxed.
Oh, wow.
But in California, you got to pay taxes. So this guy in Florida stayed with most of his money.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You see, you learn. Yeah. So listen to our audience out there. This ever happened to you? Do you have ever had any online purchasing? Little funny stories. Share it with us.
Yeah.
Comment below. Share.
Don't worry, we won't.
Share.
We won't throw you under the bus. We won't tell you who you are.
Oh,
we just
we're not
make the
say
comments.
anything.
We just make the comments. But yeah, you know, it's.
And if you found money too, like we're not gonna say
Oh,
nothing.
I found not a lot of
but
money.
listen, if you could just hit me up with $10.
10 pesos nada más.
Well, you know, I'm doing them, you know, un dinero de pesito, you know, no, no scratch, no. Un metro car.
Moving along. I remember
Moving
once I
along.
was a messenger, and I was starving. It was
Wow.
2 days away from payday. No tenía un chavo. I had a token to get home.
Ay, Dios mío.
So I'm walking across the street after delivering a package in Midtown. I think it was on 57th Street or something, near the Chanel building. So I step off the acera to smoke my last cigarette. I had one last cigarette. I said, try to hold it and smoke it. I happened to look down. It be un peso. It was in Bolillo. So
Ay,
a dollar. You know, back then it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
I pick it up and I put it in my pocket real quick. I didn't even want to look at it.
Ave María.
I get next to the train station and yo miro, it was like $75.
Wow. Esos son
What?
como like
Yo hice una
blessings
compra.
blessings de Dios.
Mira, I ate lunch. I had a burger and fries and a
Yeah.
soda in a
Wow.
diner over there on 57th Street.
Ooh, in a diner. You know when you eat a burger and fries in a diner, that's high class.
And
That's
in the-
dining
in the
at
80s,
its best.
in the 80s, it was only $10.
And it
So-
comes with the coleslaw and the big pickle.
No, and I come home,
Yes.
I tell Ma,
When you know, you know.
let's go to Red Apple across the street. ¿Para qué? Digo, mami, I got money for compra. I found
Mira
it.
pa' allá.
Yo, vámonos. She took the cart out of the closet.
Ay,
With the
Dios
squeaky wheel.
mío. Those are blessings.
Mira,
Those are blessings.
$60 in groceries in the 80s was a lot.
Mira para allá. Ay, oh my
Hoy sí
God.
comemos,
¿Y
and that- I
¿Qué
did that.
compraron?
Oh,
Because-
God.
¿Qué compraron? ¿Qué
Listen, I have
compraron?
trouble
I want to know
remembering
what
what the
was
hell I
in
ate
your.
yesterday.
I want to know what was in your grocery list.
You want me to remember something that was over 35 years ago?
Well, you remember. You're very smart. You can remember a lot
That's
of
not being
things.
smart. That's having a memory.
Yeah, but you have a memory.
Yeah, but
Wait. How big it is?
I can't.
How big it is? Johnny? He said that his memory is this big. Johnny, it was you.
We're talking about memories.
I'm kidding with you. His memories.
See, and then you wonder why.
He
yo la caigo
started
encima.
it. He said he went
Talking
like
about memory, my memory is this big.
Mira,
And then she jumped in. You see, look
Viste.
at, you saw her eyes, they went like this.
Viste.
You're not fresca. Stop drinking.
no, I'm not.
I'm gonna get you help. I'm gonna get you help.
Oh,
We're gonna bring in a what is it, an Alcoholics Anonymous counselor.
No, we're gonna have a child prodigy to come, and we're gonna have a good conversation about everything.
No,
About everything
no.
in
I want
life.
no child prodigies here.
Why not?
Nope. It's just like, you ever watch Jeopardy?
Yes,
Don't you feel stupid because you can't answer like one question?
maybe.
I answered one in 1 week. I change it. They don't know where am I.
I can. I just and then I forget how you have to answer. Don't
Who
you have to-
invented the pin?
Right,
It's
like
who cares?
it's white and it has
You know what I'm saying?
letters on it. Who invented the paper?
But you know
Ave
what's funny?
Maria.
My mother, who never, didn't finish high school or junior high school, whatever,
Mira
watching
pa' allá.
Jeopardy. I said, Ma, how come you
ven.
didn't give me some of that? They go,
That's a
"Bueno,
child
mira."
prodigy. That's a child prodigy.
No, that's a mother prodigy.
A mother prodigy. Yeah, that's
Después
right.
de vieja.
Después de vieja, pero they're very smart.
No, but she like, and especially Wheel of Fortune,
Oh, I love Wheel
she used
of
to guess all the puzzles, and I was like, damn, Ma, I would go like this.
love
It's
Wheel of
and she gets some, damn, Ma. He goes, yeah. She would say, why don't you go on the show? I would tell her, why don't you go on the show? If I go on the show, I won't guess any of it. That's the way it is.
Listen.
You'd be like, But anyway,
Listen. But anyway.
what else you got?
But
What other
no,
machines you got?
we're gonna take a quick break,
Another break.
and we're gonna be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, I'm Lil D.
I am Javier Luis.
I'm Alex Polanco.
I'm Apollonia Cruz.
And I'm Kelly Cooper.
I am Charlie Phillips.
I am Emmanuel Anzule.
Do you know 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence?
During their lifetime,
And domestic violence and abuse can happen to anyone.
Regardless of gender, race, or other factors.
2 out of 3 homicide cases are
Females who were killed by a family member or intimate partner.
As domestic violence victims, they face high rates of depression,
Sleep disturbances,
Anxiety.
flashbacks and other emotional distresses.
And without help, witnesses of domestic violence are more vulnerable to become abusers themselves.
thus continuing the cycle of violence in the next generation.
Hello, I'm Charles Aloma. Join the LDM network in a safe horizon and take a step into changing these facts. So if you are or know someone that is being abused, please call the City Domestic Hotline at 1-800-621-4673. So that is 1-800-621-HOPE.
Speak up.
Speak out.
And make a difference.
And just know that you don't have to deal with this alone. There is help.
And we're back, everybody. How you doing?
Damn.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good.
We're in May, right? And you know how there's always fun facts about the month of May, right? And then it's Pet Month. May is Pet Month. And I wanted to, try to see if we could share some pictures of our pets and wearing their best. So, listen. Were you thinking
Here it comes.
Were you thinking of sharing a picture of your pet?
No.
Wearing their best?
No.
Because I know that your pet don't like anybody.
No.
No? You're not going to do that?
I don't dress my pet up.
A lot of people dress their pets. I mean, they buy strollers for them, and they making them, they look so cute. I'm going to share a picture.
You got an animal with 4 legs, and you want to put him in a stroller.
There's people out there because
Make sense to this audience, please.
Do you have a stroller for your pet? Share with us. Share a picture. Share a picture of your pet in their Sunday best.
I don't.
And let's celebrate Pet Month.
She wears a sweater in the winter and her fur in the summer. That's it.
But they be wearing
no
the
stroller,
booties
no booties, none of that.
and all that stuff.
No, she's a dog. Let the dog be a dog, not a baby in a stroller.
But you know what? A lot of people they care for their pets better than humans. Look at Karl Lagerfeld. He was a famous fashion designer. When he passed away, he left his entire inheritance, his entire everything, all his money to his cat.
And
Can you believe that?
And you think nobody's going to take it?
Oh, well, he made it a will, I guess a will or some type of a trust fund that it will take care, the pet's needs for the rest of the pet's life, I guess.
And then what happens when the pet dies?
Then the government gets it, I guess.
Unless he stipulates it that she gets another pet.
Unless little Fifi had little kittens and little babies, and then, it goes to the family.
I don't get it. If you're going to, why leave it to the cat? Or to the dog or to the animal? Leave it to
a lot of people
a rescue foundation, a pet foundation.
Exactly.
If you want an ASPCA, make a foundation for rescuing animals.
A lot of people, and this happens a lot with a lot of people that have a lot of money. A lot of billionaires, they
because
do that.
they're crazy.
They trust their pets better than their own family and their friends because they.
Who do you think is going to administer the money for the pet? The pet's going to go to the ATM?
Those people be funny. They be like.
The pet's going to go to the bank?
No, they're going to take out their phone and do Apple Pay. They're going to use that.
No, it's going to be Cat Pay.
Apple Pay?
It's going to be Cat Pay. Now, they have to designate a human being.
And that human being is going to get paid.
Of course, that human being is going to get paid.
I want to have that job.
That cat, something's going to happen to it.
I want to be that person.
Something is going to happen to that cat. Can't tell you what it is.
Oh.
But something will happen to that cat.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then it's
dun, 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 dun.
Instead of giving her Friskies, I'm gonna give her that cheap cat food.
Dun, dun, dun.
What else you got in your month of May package?
Well, a fun fact, it's coming up. On May 14th is gonna be the Dance Like a Chicken Day. So we're gonna celebrate it here in the Latino Rudio, and we're gonna have Johnny dance like a chicken. It's annoying. That song is annoying. Who invented that song? Next week, I'm going to find out. Research. We're going to Google it. Who invented the chicken dance song?
I have no interest
it's so annoying.
in even finding out who dances the chicken dance.
Well,
if it's not
kids
sitting,
still do
if
it
it's
in
not
the
sitting in
little
my
kiddie
plate
parties.
with some rice and beans or tostones or whatever, I want nothing to do with
Ay,
it.
eso es más bueno, pollo al horno o like fried chicken con arroz habichuela.
She's gonna do the chicken dance while I eat some chicken tenders.
No, I'm gonna do the chicken dance while eating a piece of chicken.
That's cannibalism.
What you mean, no,
chicken
but I
eating
like
chicken.
meat.
A chicken eating chicken.
Well, I'm not a chicken.
You're gonna be doing a chicken dance. You're gonna be dressed like a chicken.
I know, like
we're gonna pluck you. You see?
And are you gonna?
She gonna lay eggs too.
She's gonna lay. No, not me, but
Big,
Johnny.
Big pterodactyl eggs.
Johnny's gonna lay a big egg.
She's putting me in stuff. She's putting me in stuff that she knows that she's gonna be rehearsing. Video will follow. She loves to videotape herself. So you're gonna see it. Her and Shirley are gonna be doing the chicken dance,
Shirley, you're
drinking margaritas while eating chicken tenders.
Listen to the audience. Send us pictures. Let's celebrate this day. Send us a video. And
they're all gonna be
pictures
laughing at
of
you.
you. No,
They're gonna be laughing at. Look at Evie, man.
I know it's silly.
And it's not my fault.
It's
I've been nice
at
to
the
her.
end of the day,
I have been fighting with her.
we're going through so much stuff in the world right now that little things like this, we have to
We gotta have fun in life.
we gotta have fun in life. We have to have fun in life.
But
and
you
even though we're
have
silly,
fun with the chicken, and I'll eat the chicken.
Oh.
You act like
You
a
like
chicken when I
chicken?
have chicken tenders.
Are you a good chicken eater, Johnny?
How much time left?
No, but seriously, at the end of the day, listen, we have to enjoy life. Enjoy life. Be positive. Enjoy. Surround yourself with positive people. I always say this. Life is short. So I just, as we make fun of things here, but we're just trying to bring some laughter into your life. So we wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Follow the Latino Rudio. Like the page. Send us comments. Send us emails. I'm still looking for the limber lady. And, love and blessings always. Mwah.
Good night. That's all we have time left for.
Oh, my.
Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra.